Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Angelic Tree Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. For whoever's watching this video, I was definitely feeling a huge breakthrough, transformation coming through very soon. So this pick a card reading is gonna be all about this incoming breakthrough in your life. So same as usual, I'm gonna shuffle the cards, pick 3 piles, and you take your pick. All right, so I'll see you on the other side. All right, y'all. So the cards have been shuffled. Here are your 3 pairs: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Do not overthink this. Just take a deep breath. Whichever pile is pulling you in, whichever one is calling out to you, asking you to choose it, just try to go with your first instinct, okay? So just take a nice deep breath here, ground yourself, clear your mind, and select your pile. All right, and then whenever you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and get into pile 1. Hey, pile 1, this is your pile that you chose. So let's just get straight into it and see all about your next breakthrough that's coming into your life. Ooh, so you got the shark and the 8 of swords. Okay, pile number 1. So your next breakthrough definitely has something to do with something that's fear-based. Obviously, we have the shark here. Now, this can be an actual threat or it can just be a perceived threat, right? Something about a certain fear or something that made you stay stuck in a certain spot. The 8 of swords is about being trapped or feeling trapped, but it's mostly about the feeling of being trapped. Now, some of you can actually be in a situation that you feel like you've been stuck in for so long. Maybe it's a job, a relationship, even a state of mind, and you feel like you've just been stuck there for so long, but something has been telling you that, you're meant for more and it's time for you to change your perspective about certain things. Even with our physical breakthroughs, pile number 1, it starts mental. It starts inside first before we see anything outside, anything in our outer reality change. It always starts within first. This has something to do with some type of limiting belief that kept you in a certain space, kept you in a certain spot, in a certain environment even, or something that you've told yourself for years, or maybe forever, since forever, right? Either you've just finally gotten fed up with this certain fear, this certain mindset, and you're like, I'm not about to keep letting this scare me or put any fear inside of me anymore. Or you actually come across something that makes you rethink, like, hold on, maybe I shouldn't have even had to fear this thing. It's not even real, I'm hearing. I just heard the word family, so you know how easy it is for patterns to be passed down in families. If you learn something from your parent, they probably learned it from their parent, and they probably learned something from their parent, and so forth. And it could be a certain fear or, again, a certain limiting belief that has been passed down in your family, pile number 1, that over generations has kept everyone seeing a certain thing in a certain way, that kept them in one spot or kept them in a certain mindset that prevented them from even making a different move, even if they wanted to. Because in their mind, it's like, no, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even about to think about that, right? But for you, pile number 1, I see you breaking this generational curse. Now I'm hearing you're breaking a generational curse. This has come from a lot of self-work, a lot of paying attention, looking around you, seeing, noticing things around you, noticing the universe speaking to you and showing you that no, life is actually not how you were taught. It's not as scary as what you may have been taught growing up. For those who chose this pile, you're definitely a free thinker. You've always been like this. You've never really let people tell you how to think. I mean, certain things are really just passed down. Like, we don't even have to think about it. We might even be like, where did these even come from? Like, I don't remember subscribing to this mindset, to this belief. Is there any truth to this? Again, so you do a lot of like self-questioning, pile number one. You do a lot of deep thinking and evaluating and sitting with yourself. You know, like I was saying at the beginning, pile number one, everything starts mental first before it comes out in the physical reality. So I'm seeing that your outer reality is starting to really reflect your inner reality because you've been putting in this work forever. You've been doing this self-work. You've been, a master of your own mind. You've been a free thinker. You've always questioned how things really are. You've always thought for yourself. So now it's going from basically the mental plane and that inner side of things to the physical reality. So this next breakthrough, pile number one, this significant shift in your mind echoes out into your outer reality, and you're going to see your outer reality just change in such a huge way. And it's just by changing your perspective. It's by changing your thoughts, really going against what your previous patterns and habits were telling you, right? You're going to have just this huge breakthrough, and it's going to change the way you see things, which is going to change the people you attract, the experiences that you find yourself in, just so much. This is beautiful. Let's pull another card for you, pile number one, to see a little bit more detail about this breakthrough. You got the Devil card. Exactly. The Devil card is all about attachments, toxicity, and illusion, right? Patterns and invisible chains that kept us stuck, behaving in certain ways or staying in certain patterns that weren't doing anything for you, pile number one. Yes, the Devil card is exactly what I was picking up on. So, I just got something. Maybe you came from a religious family and you've heard a lot of people blame things on the literal devil, or blame things on evil, or blame things on things outside of themselves. And I'm hearing that you're someone who's always been like, wait, it can't always be the devil. It can't always be evil outside of you. Sometimes it is, our own patterns, our own mindsets, our own self-defeating beliefs, right? You're definitely breaking free of something that had you trapped, that tricked you into thinking that you couldn't break free of something. You couldn't be more. You couldn't go outside of a certain limit. Like you had a cap on your limit. You had a cap on something in your life, pile number one. You're definitely breaking free of this belief that you've learned over time. You really have learned that the thoughts that you yourself entertain and let run you and overtake you are the real evil in your life, right? So you've taken your power back, pile number one. You've taken your power back. And as soon as you start to do this more and more, you'll start to become even more powerful. The more you take your power back, the more you have these healthy thoughts, these new healthy patterns, these new healthy habits, you'll start to feel more in control in your life. You'll start to see new ways that you've kept yourself restricted in certain ways because of certain beliefs or patterns or programs that told you that you couldn't be more, right? It's just going to grow and grow and grow. Keep doing what you're doing, pile number one. You are on the right track. This is such a powerful energy. You have such a strong mind, a powerful mind, such a brilliant, beautiful mind. And the more you strengthen your mind, and the more you stay rooted in that truth that, hey, I'm only as stuck as I believe I am, right? I'm only as trapped as I believe I am, right? Fear is just false evidence appearing real, right? It all starts within. This doesn't mean that you won't have any fears, pile number one, but it means that whatever fears may come up in the future, they won't run you anymore. They won't write your script for you. You won't be allowing them to write out your life and how you're going to move and what you're going to accomplish and what you're going to try and experience. You have taken control of your mind versus letting outside forces or letting fear-based, disempowering beliefs have power over your mind. Okay? Beautiful pile number 1. This is amazing. If this was your pile, please comment a red heart and let me know how this goes. I would love to hear the outcome of this breakthrough. Like this video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more pick a card readings that drop, okay? Thank you so much for being here, pile number 1, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Hey, pile number 2. So this is your pile that you chose. Let's get into this next breakthrough that's incoming into your life. All right. Ooh, so you got the Cobra. Yes, creative energy. And you got the Queen of Swords. Pile number 2. Oh, I'm feeling very attractive. I'm feeling very sensual and powerful in your energy. I just heard tropical breeze, kind of random. So maybe you're gonna start traveling more, going to beaches. Maybe you like a certain thing that has a tropical breeze flavor or something. I don't know, but this breakthrough feels like something about your sensuality. I also just heard shame. So releasing a lot of shame when it comes to your sensuality or your attraction or the way you express yourself, the way you create things, the way you even enjoy life or enjoy certain pleasures in your life. Pile number 2. The Cobra is an energy about creativity. For me, it's also an animal spirit about that sacral chakra, that creative energy, that flowing through life energy, right? I think also in the deck that it came with, it's about being a student of life too. So again, that like flowing energy, just doing things just to do them, right? Not for any accomplishment or goal or a certain outcome, just doing them, just making love to life is what I heard. So the Queen of Wands is someone who is firm in their communication and their authority, and they usually have very clear thoughts. They have a lot of clarity. Pile number 2, this breakthrough that's incoming for you is about unlocking your creativity in a huge way. So there might be a certain creative endeavor that you're actually choosing to step into fully this time around. I don't know why I said this time around. So you might have tried to do this thing for a long time, for years, and something always stopped you from taking it far or from taking it to the next level. And I'm hearing it was like a certain block inside of you that kept you from really fully unleashing this beautiful creativity that you've had within. Getting a lot of feminine energy, but definitely doesn't have to be. Okay, now pile number 3. Ooh, I said pile number 3, so there might be something in pile number 3 that resonates with you too. Pile number 2, I'm getting into something just a little bit more serious here. So the word shame is coming up. So you may have been actually shamed out of expressing yourself in a very fluid way. I'm hearing the word fluid. So maybe you are a masculine person, a man, whatever word you identify with, and you were maybe shamed for your feminine side, and that has always just been a natural part of you. Maybe you were very flowy in your expression or your creative endeavors. Maybe you're like into art or music or poetry or dance even, right? I'm just throwing certain things out there. We know that there's not one thing that is quote unquote masculine and quote unquote feminine, right? But yeah, you may have been shamed from people from your past, your family even, for expressing this other side of you. If you identify yourself as a feminine person or a woman or whatever word you use, you may have been shamed about your masculine side, quote unquote masculine traits. You may have been into being more of a leader, being more powerful in certain ways that people would say that a masculine person is supposed to be, right? You are now realizing that, hey, This is all of me. I am all of me. I am masculine. I am feminine. I'm just me. Whatever your name is. I'm hearing all kinds of names now, but I'm hearing you saying, I'm just blank, right? Whatever your name is. I'm just me. I'm just me. I'm not this thing. I'm not that thing. Very fluid energy, pile number 2. This breakthrough is definitely huge. This is a big thing. Not only is something in your physical reality manifesting in such a huge way because of this unblocking your creativity, but something inside has changed too. You've let go a lot of weight. When I say weight, I'm definitely thinking about energetic weight, like things that you've been carrying, stress, shame, guilt, fear. But it could also be physical weight. Maybe this is another part of your breakthrough, pile number 2, that you're going to be getting into the gym, walking more, dancing more, something that makes you actually lose physical weight, right? And, the physical weight that you're going to be losing is also a reflection of the emotional weight, the spiritual weight, all that shame and stress that you're now letting go of. Sometimes we hold on to weight, physical weight, because there's something inside that we're holding on to, right? Pile number 2, you are definitely my creators, my artists. You're going to bring out something into this world that other people need too, is what I'm hearing. People are going to feel your energy, your honesty, your authenticity. You're going to be bringing something out that other people need it too. And they've needed because they relate to your story. It might not actually be your intention to inspire and encourage and motivate people once you put this new creative project out or this new piece of art out, pile number 2, but it just automatically inspires people. It really influences people to want to be more of themselves, right? To want to be more authentic and genuine and honest about who they are, everything about themselves, their full selves. Now, just a second ago, my phone cut off because I ran out of storage. So that felt like something about your reading too, pile number 2. Maybe you feel like you actually now have space to show up as your full self. We were talking about the weight that you may have been carrying, right? That emotional weight or even that physical weight. Now it's like, okay, you have more room to show up as you. Now you can prioritize what is really important to you. What really echoes who you truly are because you've put a lot of that baggage away. You've let go a lot of that stress, that worry, all those things that were never really yours to begin with. You've worked through a lot of things. I'm hearing you're really spiritual too, so you may have a beautiful connection with spirit, God, divine, your spirit guides, your ancestors, and they've all been walking you through this. Pile number 2. So beautiful. This breakthrough definitely is about unlocking your creativity in some type of way and also letting go of a lot of things that never really even belonged to you. Let's get you one more card, pile number 2, to get a little bit more information about your breakthrough. Yes, so you got 2 cards. You got the Empress card and the Moon card. Both cards holding a lot of feminine energy in there. Like we were picking up on earlier, that feminine energy is something about you unblocking something about your flow or your creativity or just your sensuality or even how you show up as a woman or as a feminine being, right? You're an Empress, pile number 2. A lot of your abundance and your blessings and things related to your success in this life is all about your stillness, your beingness, your flowy energy is what I keep hearing. For a long time, you felt like you weren't even allowed to be in this state. So that was blocking a lot of things for you. The moon energy is all about that feminine energy, right? Cycles, what's hidden, what's unknown, emotions, feelings, right? You may have been ashamed to express your emotions, pile number 2. You may have come from a family or an environment that demonizes certain emotions. And going back to the whole creativity topic and art topic, most beautiful art is full of emotion. It's full of expression. It's full of feeling. That's what makes people love certain types of art, certain types of creative pieces, because you can feel the energy, you can feel the emotions, you can feel the rawness, the feelings, that type of energy, right? I see you really digging into certain parts of you, pile number two, that you realize were some of the reasons that your creativity was blocked for this long. Once you really start sitting with yourself, start sitting with spirit, is what I'm hearing now. All of these chains will be broken from your mind. Your emotions will be free to express themselves. You're now giving your emotions and your feelings a safe space to land, a safe space to be what they want to be, a safe space to turn into a beautiful creative project or art or nothing at all, just to express themselves, right? File number two, this is so beautiful. I'm hearing that over the years you've really intentionally cultivated a beautiful, safe space for yourself, a safe space for your emotions, a safe space for your inner child. I'm hearing now. Pile number two. This is so beautiful. Like, I feel like I kind of want to cry, not gonna lie. And that also goes into that feminine energy, right? Tears, water, emotions. I just feel like a sigh of relief. Like, again, that cool breeze, like someone's on the beach and everything's just beautiful. You can't be mad at the beach. At least I can't be mad at the beach. It just feels so free, like you can do anything. I feel like someone is finally realizing that, hey, my creative projects, my art, even just who I am as a whole, all parts of me are so worthy. They're so worthy to be seen, felt, heard. They're so worthy to take up space. File number two, this breakthrough is definitely emotional, but it's going to manifest in the physical for you. Okay? Such a beautiful breakthrough, pile number two. I need to hear more about this. So please leave a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know how this manifests for you. Okay? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any videos and you get them as they drop. Thank you so much for being here, pile number two. And I will talk to you later. All right. Bye. Hi, pile number three. So this is your pair of cards that you selected. Let's get straight into them. Your next incoming breakthrough. Okay. Ooh, so we got the octopus and we got the nine of swords. Okay. Ooh, one of the previous piles had some very similar energy. I know it's still early in your reading. Only if you feel called to check out one of those piles, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about here. So, okay, right off the bat, pile number three, this definitely has something to do with some type of thing that has brought you lots of grief, lots of just excessive worry and stress, of course, with the Nine of Wands, right? But he does not look happy. Lots of grief and stress, insomnia. The octopus, for me, it's about attachments. I automatically think about that, seeing all his little tentacles. It just gives me like an attachment energy. I do think that in the actual book that it came with, it's about, oh, it is about like attachments in a way, but it's more about like codependency and enmeshment, getting so caught up in relationships and things outside of yourself that you forget who you are. Like you lose your identity in a way. So, pile number two, oops, I meant to say pile number three. So, pile number three, this next breakthrough is going to be huge for you because I'm feeling like this is not something that you've been doing for a couple months or some years, but this has been a lifelong pattern for you where you relate to people, but you always find yourself getting almost too wrapped up in another person. Now, this can be in a romantic sense, it can be platonic with friends that you meet, or it can be family, work situations, any relationship. I'm seeing that, you've had your fair share of codependent relationships or relationships where you feel like you have to lose yourself to be in them. pile number 3. This breakthrough, I'm definitely seeing you either attract a new healthy relationship that rewires and replenishes, changes your perception about connections and relationships. You could also just be coming to this realization for yourself, pile number 3, that, hey, I am able to share space, share energy, have beautiful, fulfilling relationships without losing myself. I'm hearing patterns too, so this could definitely be a generational thing that you've seen with caregivers or parents, where you've seen certain dynamics growing up where one person always loses themselves to be able to be in a relationship or to be part of a connection, right? And relationships have always been huge in your life, pile number 3, but I'm hearing love hate relationship. So I feel like you've had a love hate relationship with love itself. So while you're a huge lover, you love as a whole. You love relationships, you love intimacy, connections, people, but they've equally brought you pain and headache and just stress. So I'm definitely getting you, pile number 3, having a huge breakthrough when it comes to relationships. This is something that's right around the corner, too. So I'm recording your message like a few days before the Scorpio full moon. And the Scorpio energy is all about transformation, all about getting in the nitty gritty about things, like getting deep down in these things. So I'm hearing that you've had a lot of time to think about these things, and you're like, wait, this is a pattern with me. Now, this is no shame, this is no shade, nothing like that, pile number 3. You've noticed a pattern with yourself about codependency and about losing yourself in relationships, right? This could be about something that happened in the past, in your childhood, as a lot of these relationship dynamics start with, right? Our childhood. So, again, it's more than likely not your fault. 9 times out of 10, it's not even something that you intentionally did. It's just a pattern, something that just happened, right? But pile number 3, you're about to experience this breakthrough, and it's just going to change everything about how you relate to people. You're stepping into a new chapter in your life where you're finally about to feel like you can be in super intimate, beautiful, close, fulfilling relationships while also having this beautiful, intimate, close relationship with yourself. And it's going to feel so good. It's going to be different again because this isn't something that you're used to. You've always kind of blended in with the people that you love or the person that you love. But in this new phase in your life, this new breakthrough, pile number 3, is bringing you balance, is bringing you harmony between yourself and others, between what you give to you and what you give to others, right? This is so beautiful because it's going to change so much. So, not only is this an emotional and mental breakthrough, this is a physical breakthrough too, because it always starts within and then you'll start to see things reflect outside, right? I'm hearing you'll never see relationships the same after this breakthrough, pile number 3. So forget everything that you thought you knew about relationships and about what you have to give up to be loved or things that you've had to change about yourself to receive love or to have a relationship. Forget all that. Throw all that in the dumpster, throw it all out, burn it, let it go, release it, okay? Because you deserve a healthy, balanced relationship. And most of all, you deserve to keep all parts of you while you share your energy with others. Forget all that you were taught about you having to break off pieces of yourself to be loved. This is beautiful, pile number 3. Let's get another card for you to get a little deeper into this breakthrough. Look at that, pile number 3. You got the Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. You couldn't have more perfect cards than what your reading is talking about. Ace of Swords is all about new ways of thinking, new experiences, new perspectives, lots of newness. And the Four of Wands, all about celebratory energy, relationships even, divine union, celebrations. Did I say that already? Sorry. But the Four of Wands is about a coming togetherness. Look at the people in there. This looks like a wedding, right? They have their bouquets, right? This is about coming together. It's the Four of Wands. Again, the number 4 is all about foundations and solidity, groundedness. Pile number 3, this is so beautiful. You know, with this new perspective and this new relationship, even, are these new relationships coming into your life? They're just going to change everything. You're going to be able to build strong bonds, not just surface level things anymore, not just things where you feel like, you know, you're in a relationship, but you're kind of still alone because you're not being all of yourself and you have to give some stuff away and you're not being all of you. No, pile number 3. You have a whole new perspective now. You have a whole new reality coming into your life with this breakthrough. There are going to be so many beautiful celebratory things coming into your life. I just keep hearing that celebration word. So this might be a reach, but you might meet your life partner here soon. You know, you might actually have marriage in the future if that's something that you want, of course. This new balanced energy, this new healthy energy, this new understanding of what relationships and healthy dynamics can be for you is attracting beautiful, healthy experiences for you. Pile number 3. Yeah, you're going straight from this energy, this stress filled energy up here with the Nine of Swords, the octopus, and the codependent relationships to happiness, bliss, celebrations. I'm hearing joy, union with yourself. Now I'm hearing union with yourself. So this is not only about unions with other people and your healthy relationships, this is about having that foundation of a union with yourself, staying connected to yourself, staying grounded and having that solid foundation of yourself in your relationship with yourself and not having to compromise. Yeah, this is a whole new beginning, pile number 3. This breakthrough is not only going to affect the next month or year or few years. This is a permanent, life-changing breakthrough for you, and it's going to echo into every part of your life for years to come. Beautiful, pile number 3. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you for, trusting yourself, trusting your nudges, opening yourself up to new perspectives and new relationships, and most of all, knowing that you deserve this, knowing that you're deserving and able and supposed to share love with others and also keep that beautiful relationship with yourself. It's so beautiful that you've learned that. You don't have to lose yourself to be loved by others. Pile number 3, I need to hear about how this is going to turn out for you. If this is your reading, leave a yellow heart in the comments, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any readings that drop and you get them as they drop, okay? Give this video a like, a comment. That way it can reach other people who may need to hear this message. And thank you again, pile number 3. So happy for you, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.